Hello everybody and welcome back to the Valley, the old farm. So you join me in March, then it's pretty much winter is over. I am just here in my new Mack truck. Now this is quite a good little truck. So I got rid of my big truck, my Arctic, because well, let's just say it was good. But sometimes you didn't quite need such a big truck to get about. This thing also loads pretty much everything apart from the new wood pellet pallets. It's anything it doesn't do, but everything else it does. And we can get 24 pallets on here, so it's quite handy. So we're just heading off now to the sugar mill because I think there's going to be a better sugar that we're going to have to pick up there. Like I said, we're in March, so we've pretty much gone through winter from the last time we were here. Still can't do a massive amount, but it does take quite a while actually to go through winter. You might not seem it, well, you just go sleep. Yeah, it's not quite as simple as that because you have to look after all the animals, you have to restock them with straw, food, grass, and feed for the chickens, and then you have to keep on top of the productions as well to make sure that, one, it doesn't run out of stuff, and two, it doesn't, like, get full of stuff coming out. Otherwise, it will just stop all the productions, and yeah, you can quite happily just simply sleep for 4 or 5 months. But then you're just going to be losing out, really. So you have to keep everything going. It takes several hours in real time to be able to do all this. So I have gone through a few things. A few things have changed and sort of I've tweaked a few things, then changed a few things around through winter just to try and make things a little bit easier. Now, all the productions I've got are pretty much set to spawning. So all the pallets will just come out of the factory. It just gives me a little bit more room. So for example, if you have a 20,000 litre storage, instead of it filling that and then stopping, it might be able to spawn 10 pallets or 10,000 litres outside, technically giving you 30,000 altogether. So that's what I've done on most of these. So, you know, in real life, you wouldn't have your products sitting outside for God knows how long, but this is Farm Sim. Oh my word. Yeah, we got plenty of sugar. I've also activated, since we were last here, the double stacking mod. So as you can see, it, well, does exactly that, doesn't it? It stacks them up now. So instead of just having one layer, which initially we would have done for the sugar, we now get 2. So yeah, this truck as well is really good. I have found that I used to use the universal auto loading mod, and for some reason I don't know, it could be a mod conflict. I mean, I have over 1,500 mods on this system. But I sort of found that if you put that one on, whenever you got close to a product like something like this truck what auto loads, it really stuttered and you went from like 100 frames down to 20. Now, I'm guessing it's a mod conflict or a map conflict, but nowhere tells me. Even the log file doesn't tell me what's doing that. I have no idea. So I've had to go for these ones, which are the auto load specification mod or specialization mod. You know what? I'm not 100% sure. It's the little one's got a blue AL on. They seem to work fine. So you can do all this, load them all up. It works a treat, doesn't affect anything, doesn't reduce any frames, doesn't seem to glitch with anything. So yeah, as you can see here, a lot more coming out. Are we going to get another double layer? Just a single layer? Is it now going to realize and go for a double? Oh, so much sugar. Oh, it is as well. Oh, one. Just one? Wow. So much sugar here. You know what? I think that's going to be the thumbnail. So a nice full load of sugar then I'm going to bring back to my warehouse. My sugar cane hasn't started to grow yet. It's just full of weeds. So it's not worth tackling until I start seeing it growing yet. Popular's got a bit more growth on it. It's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do with this then is I'm going to store all this in my warehouse. I pretty much store all my products in here because this warehouse, oh, it's just got a ridiculous amount of storage space and it just holds anything you can throw at it. And you see, it just takes all that in. If you look on here, look at the list, and that's not even all of it. It's just mental. We're 9% full. Got about 80 million litres or something like that. So what I do is, by bringing everything into the warehouse, I can pretty much come over to the warehouse to do like a bit of a shopping list. So if I go to like a bakery and it needs strawberries, it needs chocolate, it needs this, it needs that, I can literally go to this warehouse and go, right, I need 4 pallets of chocolate, 4 strawberries, 4 this, 4 that, whatever, and stack them up on here, take them across. If I try and take a full trailer like I've just done there of sugar, it will take what it wants and I can't control it. It will just take as much as it wants, fill it full. And some of these productions have literally hundreds of thousands of like space on the intake. I don't want it to take all my sugar. I want to be able to distribute it out as I want to each production. So that's why I put it in the warehouse, means I can just pick out how many pallets I want, and that's the best way to do it. So I'm just going to head back to the sugar factory. I'm just going to get some more sugar on here, bring it to the warehouse, and then we can have a look around. So just swung by the dairy as well to pick up some last little bits from there because I had some space. Wasn't a full load of sugar. Got some chocolate, got some butter and cheese on here as well. So we'll get all these in here. It seemed like as well that I started with 13,000 litres of sugar. Ended up with about 12,940 something. All I can think is when I went round to the dairy, I must have just gone through the intake trigger points for the dairy. That's all I can think of, is it took a little bit, it nicked a bit of sugar off me. Either that or... oh no, because it wouldn't have spawned a pallet if it wasn't a full pallet. Yeah, I must have just drove through the trigger point for the dairy and it took a bit of sugar in. So, like I said, a couple of things have changed then. This, I'm not sure if I did mention about this. I put this in. It's just... it's a container, but it's like another dairy. And I got this here just in case the other one couldn't cope. And plus, I've got a lot of milk. I'm just getting overwhelmed with milk. So this is sort of can make me some more butter, cheese, and chocolate as well. And it was just sort of in case I want to, you know, feed the donut factory. That was what that was for. And you might see over here as well, this has changed. I got through a lot of wood chips by putting them in my heating plant there. And obviously this, keeping them in here. You can see all the pallets have gone. I've finally sold all them. They're not worth much. Pretty much all that racking that was there last time, 15 grand. That's it. It's not really worth much. It's quite a production. Is it worth it? I'm not sure, really. Quite an expensive production for not a massive, you know, gain back. But yeah, I got rid of the shed because the shed was 180,000. Got a bit of money back on that. Got rid of all the chips out there, and then you've probably seen this on quite a few different maps. It's just a wood chip storage. Tip them in the front. I'm just pick it up as well. Now, it looks pretty empty. It's not. It's got, you know, 186,000 litres in there. It holds 5 million, which is, you know, the animation of that filling up will fill up the more it goes, but because it's such a big quantity, doesn't really look much there. But it's just quite handy because we're going to be doing the popular soon, so at least I can just tip them in here, and if I really want, I can just get my telehandler with the bucket on, drive up there, and fill the bucket up without having to scoop it up. A little bit lazy, but we are getting very close to the end of this series. I'm still not sure when the end date is, but I want to do... I really want to wrap it up soon because I want to move on. We've been on here for a little while. Ooh, look at these. Wow. Now, it's surprising, actually, and a big thank you as well to Dave on my comments who said about the popular, that it was on stage... Dave, I can't remember the top of my head now. Was it 5 out of 13? You can see at the bottom, the field info, it says growth stages. Now it says 6 out of 13. Dave estimated around about June, July time that this was going to be ready. You can see it's stepped up quite a bit now. Now, I wasn't sure if it was like a growth stage per month. But were we in November, October, November last time I was here? And now we're in March. And it's gone up 1 growth stage. So maybe it's going to be later than June and July, like Dave said. I don't really know. I'm not 100% sure when these are going to grow. Like I said, I don't do a massive amount of popular. But it's looking good. They're fully fertilized. They are ready to go. There's no weeds in there. Yeah, these are going to be quite nice. Look at this. Beautiful. Ooh, yeah. So, yeah, we'll just see. It's gone up 1 growth stage since we were last year. So, yeah, they're taking their time a bit. So, over here, then, the sweet bakery production is running now. It is actually. We haven't got anything out of it yet, but it is running. And, yeah, it's going to make us some interesting things. So, the full list we can make in here, then, is bread, cake, croissants, grape bread, and chocolate bread. Oh, that sounds pretty good. So, a nice selection of things we can make there, a bit different from normal. Got rid of the old bakery, got this one in. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yes. So, yeah, that has literally just been started before this recording, so I'm assuming they're going to pop out the front here. Still got the wine factory. That's still going. Everything's been taken across the warehouse. Beer factory, not yet we can do because we're still waiting for the wheat and barley, which is still a couple of months away before we can start that, but everything else is ready for it. And yes, I might have put one of these in. This is this fruit greenhouse that we use at the start of this series. It's had a bit of an update. It's now got potatoes and sugar beet in there. I wasn't going to use it, but I put one in because you can fill it full of like herbicide, water, fertilizer, and it makes grapes, tomatoes, olives, you know, all the normal stuff. And I just thought, well, it's nice to have because in case I need anything last minute, so like, oh no, we're out of potatoes. Instead of going through the whole planting because we're nearly at the end of the series, that's just there as an emergency backup. Now, because I made so much money from the greenhouses and everything, as you can see, we're at 763,000. That's actually, like, we made a lot more money than that. I have been spending. So this thing that I said was on lease, 500,000. Yep, bought it outright. Nice bit of kit. And I got this as well. So I managed to buy outright the sugarcane header and the popular one. So yeah, I managed to do all that. Pretty good. Got myself another little trailer, which is a herbicide trailer because that greenhouse needs herbicide. So it does just herbicide. You can see on the side it says herbicide. What else has changed? Oh, I bought myself one of these. This is part of the manure system pack. Well, not the trailer itself, but it's been adapted to take it. So you can connect a hose on there. And if I go into a field and do slurry, well, this thing holds 250,000 litres. I might have slightly just tweaked the figures there a little bit. But it's so I can take it into the field with me. And instead of keep coming back to the farm to fill up my slurry spreader, I just go and pump it straight from this here. Connect the hose up, connect it into the slurry spreader, and pump away. Awesome bit of kit. Always wanted one of them, but obviously FS22 hasn't had the manure system ready things until just recently. So you can see there's the fill-up point from here. There's a manure system ready attacher. As you can see, we've got a lot of... Oh, I fell in this... Oh. Get out. So yeah, you can see that's quite full. Been stock. How much have we got in there, actually? Oh my, 658,000 litres. Whew, that's a lot. Now, if you're kind of wondering why, maybe you play on this map, the Valley of the Old Farm, and you're thinking, hang on a minute, my cow pasture doesn't hold that much. This thing, this little add-on here, gives me a 10 million litre underground storage tank, which you just put it near any built-in cow pasture or any pasture at all what holds slurry, and it will add it to it. So you can see we've got more space. Wonderful bit of a kit. It doesn't do nothing. It just puts an underground tank in, and then this is my my slurry hose that we can pick up if we're not... Oh, I can't move because I'm walking about too quick. Yeah, we can just go and attach that round on here. Connect it on. There we go. And then you can go and open up the... oh, no, don't open that up. It will leak out everywhere. But yeah, we can go and do that. It's so cool. So we can actually now make it look a bit more proper than sort of going under here. And it just sort of floating in from nowhere. Pretty cool. Speaking of cool, it seems like an episode of just updating you on everything. But this is what happens over winter. I've moved my shed. I've moved my shed back here. I managed to get rid of the bales here. And I've moved the shed back. So the trigger point for the shed is in here. And obviously as soon as the wool spawns, well, this is where the trigger point is for the shed. It just takes it straight in. So no more dragging pallets out just in front here. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner, really. So that now just sends them straight across to the spinnery. Job's a good one. Now, I've updated this area as well. As you can see, I've added in a new shed. Got rid of the olives and grapes. And got rid of the greenhouse here for strawberries because, well, that greenhouse across the way, that does it. It just looks a bit more neat. It looks like a proper farm now, doesn't it, with a proper shed like this. Apart from that, everything else is, normal. It's all looking good. Stacking up on eggs here. My word. Yeah, it's all looking good. So, let's just go and have a quick check and see how we're getting on with the fields then. There isn't really much going on. Everything around here is all still pretty normal. Oh, yeah. I added in that double stacking mod. So all my apples have all gone and stacked up there. Oh. Oh, wow, that's quite high. I didn't realise it stacked in that. I thought it was only double stacking, but Jesus. Okay, we need to sort that out. So because we're going through winter, obviously grass won't grow yet. It should start growing anytime now. And it's April before we can actually do anything. Now, I said about a cornfield. Well, April, we can put corn in. And it's only because I just want to run something else through that dryer. And because we're getting close to the end of the series as well, I bought myself another field. I've got myself field 13 here. This is right up. This is where the shop is. If you've been with me since the start of this series, we have done a couple of contracts on this field here. It's a beautiful field. Nice fair size on it. That is going to be my cornfield. Everything else you can see on here is still exactly the same. Nothing else has changed here. Grass is showing ready to harvest. It has been all winter. It hasn't. It's not ready to harvest yet. This is the sugarcane. As you can see, it's still showing harvest. It's not even started to grow again yet. So that's taking its sweet time, that is. And everything else on here is all looking pretty good. So what we need to do then really is we are going to go and fast forward through until April. I just need to look after the cows. So off camera, this is going to take a little while now to get through the night. But I'll see you back here in April. You know, I'm sure you could have picked a better place to sleep than right there in the middle of your own dung. Surely you've got the room to sleep You are asleep, aren't you? You're not dead. Oh no, you're breathing. Why would you sleep in your own dung? Oh man. Anyway, welcome to April. So I'm just letting the tractor fill up with milk. We're just collecting the milk from the cows because there's a lot in there. There's 180,000 litres, I think it is. So that's just slowly filling up now. We're going to transfer that across to the milk storage tank. But look at this. The new grass field is lovely and long and ready to cut. So we will tackle that at some point. Probably not this episode. And guess what else is growing? The sugar cane has started to grow. Look at that. Oh, yes. So it's still a little way off. And it's not fertilized. And it's got weeds and everything. So we need to come back at some point. We need to hit that with weeds. Well, no, okay. Hit it with weed killer. It's already got weeds. And we need to fertilize and everything. So that's another mission. So the jobs are starting to roll in now. But I'm glad to see some more sugarcane. So I just quickly need to go top up this wood pellet storage-y thingamajingy, this factory. So I just want to show you quickly what I mean by this. So you can come over to here with this and press it. See, and it kind of fills it up for you. I know it's lazy and it's not kind of realistic. But I'm semi-realistic with things. I don't go completely unrealistic and I'm not completely realistic. I'm somewhere in the middle. So it just makes it a little bit easier. Going to get this in here now. I've dumped them on the floor many times. There we go. We have just got one bucket as well, so it is just a big 50,000 litre bucket, so it's not all going to fit in. There you go. Full. Back up now. We'll just go drop this down here. There we go. So that will keep that running. I think we need some more bags, or that might go in. Let's just see. Can we get it in? Is it going to take it in? Oh, yeah, there you go. 31 pieces left in there, so that's that. How are we looking on pallets? Yeah, still some pallets in there, and it's obviously selling directly, so no pallets are going to stack up. Yeah, we're pretty good there. Okay. What else is going on here? Oh, donuts are being made. Look at that. Glazed donuts, strawberry donuts, and chalky donuts. Beautiful. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. A lot of butter sitting in the sun there. A lot of chocolate. Yep, that's a good place for it, in the sun. Oh, we got things stacking up everywhere. I'm just going to sleep one night. Look at all this honey as well. Oh, okay, look, we're getting distracted here. So let's just dump all the milk into here and let's have a quick look and see what we've got in this little storage tank. 217,000 litres altogether in here, and at the minute it's just storing. If I do want to do anything, I can either take milk out or I can have it distributed across from this tank. So it's quite a good tank, really. You can either, like I said, take it to the trailer or distribute it. What we want, really, you get the best of both. Now, it would have been nice if we could have had a wood chip storage like that. So where you can treat it as like a production. So, oh dear. So you could treat it like a production where, if you wanted, you can come and, like, empty it like I've just did with the telehandler. Or you can set it to production where you can then distribute it from there, you know, and set another production to receive it, like my heating plant. That would have been quite nice, but as far as I'm aware, that doesn't exist. I have had a look around to see if I can find something like that, and I can't find anything. The closest I found was that, like, storage, but it is just a silo. It doesn't do anything like that. So it would be nice if there was one. If anybody knows of one, please do let me know in the comments below. I'd love to find one. It just makes it easy for the heating plants. It's got such a small area to be able to try and get your wood chips in that many times I've dumped them on the floor and had to scoop them back up again. So being able to sort of distribute it across like a proper production, yeah, that'd be quite nice. Anyway, so we're going to go and hook up now to the John Deere planter, and we're going to go put some corn in the new field. Fingers crossed this should all be full. We'll take the John Deere one since we've got 2 now, and it kind of matches. Oh, I need to come back and get them apples. Really need to go around and sort of start collecting some little bits. After one sleep, it's, yeah, everything, everywhere. Right, we need to go in there. Change this now to corn. We'll go put corn in. So I will see you up at the new field. So we're just here on this field, and this is the new corn field. Well, it's the new field. We're going to put corn in it on this time. If we're going to have a little look, then well, it's not the flattest, but it's got a fair amount of space. Like I said, if you join me at the start, then this is where the dealers are. This is where we were kind of living out of, and we had a tent at the start because we started the series with no money. And I've just realized now we've just made over $1 million. And if I'm right as well, nothing on lease. No, look at that, no leased as well, so we're doing well. $1 million in profit, no leased items. It's only up from here. So we're going to put corn in this field for now because I want to, really hammer home on that corn dryer since we've got it. But before we get into that, I just want to say a big thank you as well to Stephen, who sent me a message about my last episode with the sugar cane and was telling me about the kit that he uses, the sugar cane, and I'll show you. It's this thing here, the Krone Big X 1180 Cargo, which you can do for, basically it's a forage harvester, but it's got a trailer on the back. Well, it's not such a trailer, it's fixed. It's on the back, as you can see, and it turns around and shoots it in the back. Now, I got mine also a different place from where Stephen got his. His has got a bigger capacity. Mine's only got what? It's not a very big capacity. I think I did modify one, but this isn't the modified one. And it's a good bit of kit. And it keeps it all together, so it's a lot easier if you don't want a trailed version like I've got. Yeah, thank you, Stephen, for that one. It's a nice bit of kit. And also, he said about the sugar production pack you can get. Now, I heard of that, but I didn't know nothing about it. So I've had a quick look, and oh, you can make everything, like candy and everything. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to use that on this series because we are trying to wrap this one up. But definitely on one of my next Let's Play. Definitely on one of my next Let's Plays. That's a mouthful. We will definitely give that a go. And if you've got any other factories that are slightly different like that from normal, please do let me know in the comments. And if you want to post a link in there, you are able to now. I've taken it off, stopped YouTube from blocking people when they post links in there. You can share mod links with me in there and I will take a look. So let's get this started, shall we? Gonna be a nice cornfield. This is gonna get a lot of corn off here. So we'll see if we can we activate this? Oh, that's quite wide actually. Let's just go and get that to reconfigure. There we go. Just keeps it in a nice straight line. And if you're kind of wondering what this is, thinking, oh, hang on a minute, Craigie boy, what's that? This is the vehicle control add-on. And why is that not putting anything in the ground? Overdone. Oh yeah. It does help if you actually select the kit, doesn't it? Let's select that. Let's now try and drop it down. It does help if you actually drop it down if you want a planter to do something. So this is the vehicle control add-on, which basically, it's a bit like GPS, but it doesn't cost anything. GPS, you have to have a bit of like a signal box put on the tractor, which does cost a lot of money. I just realised they were flying here. What's going on? It does cost a lot of money for having GPS on here. For doing similar things, this is kind of free. And it just stays within the lines. So you don't have to worry about trying to keep it in a straight line. You can get to the end, you can sort of brake like I'm doing here. Get nicely to the end there, and then you just have to go and jump it across to the next line. I'm not steering enough in here. I'm going to go lift it up. Oh. What do we hit there? Is that the edge of the map? Oh, it's the... Oh. It's the edge of the map. It's right there. Uh-oh. Okay, that ain't going to work, is it? Let's see if we can try and fix this then. We're going to need to activate this and back up a bit then to turn sooner. So we'll move that across. Again, I'm not steering. The tractor's doing it itself to follow its lines. I'm literally just gently pressing the accelerator a little bit to turn it around. You can see the tractor's lining up in the middle and it shows you the edges on the other blue lines. Now, it's not straight. Not yet anyway, because obviously we need to get lined up. Now, it can be a little bit tricky. If I back up here, there's a good chance, yeah, the planter's going to start going off to the side. That's the only problem when you're working close to the edge of the map. You need a bit of room to be able to turn around. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to deactivate that. I'm going to have to try and move it myself and see if we can get it back online. So if we go and try and line this up now, I can steer this. You can see the lines have got the same markings. So if we back up a bit off the grass until, well, where we hit the edge of the map, activate them again, and now the tractor will go back to following its lines. Drop that down, cruise control on. There we go. Beautiful. So let's get a little bit of this done then, and I'll come back to you when we're sort of closer to near the end of the field. Now we'll have a look and see if there's anything else we can do. We might do some weed killing as well today. Well, things are looking pretty good in the cornfield then. You can see we've got to just, maybe just over halfway. Just really hasn't dropped much on the fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and the actual seeds as well. This thing just seems to go forever. Brilliant. Now, I think what I'm going to have to do is maybe deactivate that for now. And we're going to have to just go around the edge. Now, you can set that up to do it. I've just not got the controls set up to be able to turn it 90 degrees to go around the edge. Plus, you can see the field edge here. It's not great. And it would make it quite tricky for that to be able to try and guide it round. So if we go this way, we'll be able to get it back online. We'll just go around the edges. Normally, you know, you could do headlands first. It will sort of help with giving you a bit more room on the edges. So we'll go around here. Go straight up here. Lift it up. Bit of a turn around. Yeah, not bad at all, this. So at least having this cornfield in now will give us a bit more corn to be able to put in the corn dryer, and also if we need to stock up the cereals. Now, I don't want to stock up the productions too much, so this is why I've kind of like stopped everything distributing across to everything, if that makes sense. Because the only problem is when you're getting close to wrapping up a series, if things keep distributing across every hour, you'll just jam everything up. Like, you'll stock everything up on the intake, and then you'll have, like, you won't be able to get it back out. So if I go fill the cereal factory up full of corn and full of honey and full of everything, well, it's got to produce to be able to get me the product and like, drain the intake. So I want to try and, like, stop everything at the minute. I think we still got a few more episodes yet, but I'm not exactly sure how many. So, yeah, it's best just to take pallets across to productions when they need it. So let's get this last little strip bit done. And then we'll have a look and see, maybe go tackle the sugarcane. Kill the weeds and fertilize it. It sounds pretty good to me. There we go, cornfield all done. Let's go and fold this thing up. We'll get it back to the farm. So I've just come back to the farm to drop off the planter / seeder, and then I've just picked this up, which is actually my lime spreader. Now, according to the map, my sugarcane field needs ploughing, lime, fertilizer, and weeds. It needs everything. Well, obviously we can't plough it because that's just going to ruin it and start us again. Lime, yes, we can do, so I'm going to go hit it with lime first. Then we're going to fertilize it, then kill weeds. Then we should be good. So it might have been better doing the lime at a slightly earlier stage before we did get some growth on this, but yeah, no, not to worry. It's still going to go on now. Just, yeah, this field wants everything doing to it, so we'll just do one pass here and just double check, make sure, because you can't really see that the lime's going on. So we'll just stop it around about here. I think the edge of the map's here somewhere. Yep, we'll stop it there and we'll have a quick look on the map. Yeah, I think I might have messed this one up. I completely forgot once it starts growing, you can't do lime. So even though we've just put lime somewhere, it's gone. It's not registered on the field. I completely forgot that. So we take the weeds off and we take the ploughing off. You can see the lime is still there. Oh, that's a mistake on my part then. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so I really should have come back and done this before it started to grow. It would have accepted the lime. I thought it didn't look like it was going down. But it's in, I couldn't see it changing and leaving like a white layer behind us. So, okay. I don't think that's going to make a massive difference in what we get off this field. We're still going to have enough. The sugar mill's still got plenty in there now from this field last time. So, alright, we might drop a bit of quantity, but still going to be enough. So, okay, let's go swap this out then. We'll go fertilize and weeds. So, this one should work now. Fertilizing, I hope. I don't see a massive change on the ground. Can you? This should work. I don't see why this one wouldn't work. Maybe it just can't really see a difference. Let's just go and do that, and let's have a quick double check. Yeah, that one's working good. I was going to say, I was pretty sure that one was going to work. I just completely forgot about the lime. What a mistake that was. Right, okay, let's go and see. We've done across there now. It's going to be very tricky, so I'm going to really try and rely on this like guided steering to be able to try and help with this one, because try and keep it on track. So let's just, we go here. Yeah, it's a little off, but yeah, well, oh no, hang on, we'll go and activate that cruise control. It's a little bit over, but we want to make sure we get right to the edge. So this does come in really handy for stuff like this where you just have no idea where you've been. So I don't think we're going to quite be able to go to the edge. We'll go there. That's it. Stop that there. We'll back up. And then what we'll do is we'll go see if we can turn around. So you can barely see the lines in here. So what we could do is, I suppose we could potentially back up a little bit. No, actually, you know what? We'll just go up and down. You could go around, do sort of like a headland first, but it just depends on what's going to work best. Because this is not trailed, you pick it up off the ground. It's so much easier for stuff like this. So we could potentially come right back here and then just sort of activate that. There we go. So at least we're going to be keeping a level now here. Edges are going to be a little bit, but we can come back and just sort of spray over them. Reduce the size down. So around about here, we should be okay. Turn it off. And then we can go flick it across here. It just helps so much. Especially for something like this. I can't see it. I'd normally have to keep going back and forth to the map now because it'd be like, I don't know. You can't see anything changing on the floor. I mean, can we? Oh, maybe. Oh, no, that's just the field of view, I think. Yeah, I really can't see much. So, hopefully this should cover a majority of it. Go as far as we can up there. Stop. At least this doesn't go down too quick. That's always a bonus. Have to back up a bit now because we're going to have to be able to turn. Don't want to get too much into that tree. Go along here. This should cover a good chunk of it. Actually, this should finish it off, shouldn't it, really? Or back up. We will activate it there. Cruise control on. Giving the road a bit of a coat as well, but to be honest, I don't mind too much. This fertilizer is not that expensive, and it's going down quite slow, so it's not like we're... this will probably last us till the end of the series now, so we should be able to stop there. Let's have a quick look and see how well we got on there. Hey, you know what, actually, that isn't too bad. Yeah, these bits up here, I did expect that was because I didn't go around and do a headland first. But if I had done, that would have been spot on. So we'll go back, I'll just go tidy them bits up. There we go, that's a lot better now. Perfect, all done. So, next time we come back, we can give that another going over as well as the cornfield. I got all these little pallets and boxes that are just kicking around here. That's the seed bale mod. I do like that. It's great. So, now what have we got to do? So, everything's done on there. They're all fertilized. That's ready to cut as well. That's going to need another coat. So I'm going to do that quickly off camera because if we're not careful, that's going to be too much. It's going to grow too far that we won't be able to do anything with that. So I'll quickly go get a worker to do that. And then I think we just need to hit this. And was it this field here as well with weeds? Let's just go and put the weeds back on. Yeah, them two fields of weeds. So the fertilizing's all done on this field. Then we're just going to go around now and see if we can kill some weeds on here. And then this is really good to go then. It is ready just to keep growing. And I think it's, we say, is it June time this is ready? I think it's June time. Looks a lot better now these weeds are gone. So everything is pretty much done, and I think we are up to date at the minute. Might just have to go around off camera and sort of collect a few little bits up from some of the productions that have spat out some more since we've went to sleep. But apart from that, we're doing well. So we've got a big grass field, which normally grass I would try and like keep a bit off camera because we've seen a lot of grass work. But I think if it's me, everybody would want to have a quick look and see this new grass field, what it's going to be like and what we're going to get bale-wise off it and stuff. So yeah, we will save that. We will do that another time. Yeah, I think pretty much when this is done, I'm going to go and do the sugar cane. And then really, the only thing we need then is the sugar cane when it's germinated. Well, when it's the next stage. The corn when it's germinated, that's the one. Yeah, I think we're doing well. So we'll go around, get this done. And I think that is going to be it. These fields are looking so much better now the weeds have been killed on them. Look at this. Just a last little bit to do, and then I think we are pretty much done for this episode. So for anybody who's made it through to this part of the video, if you are interested, I am going to try my best to sort of do videos on a Tuesday and a Saturday. Now, I never used to really put videos out at weekends because I kind of thought, well, everyone's not working at weekends, or majority of people are not working at weekends. They're going to be out and about, having a few drinks, you know, going to see mates or whatever. No one's going to be really sort of just sat here. Yeah, if you did hear that banging noise, sorry, I was kind of punched my desk then. People are not going to be sort of really sitting down to watch me play Farm Sim. So I kind of, you know, I never used to put the videos out on a Saturday. And then it's literally this morning I had a stat update from YouTube about my channel, and it's showing me that quite a few people, well, the highest out of every day of the week so far is the Saturday, which shocked me if I'm honest. So I'm going to go and put a video out on a Saturday, and I'm going to try, I'm just doing 2 at the minute because of everything that's going on. I just don't want to try and commit to too much at the minute. So I'm going to try Tuesday and Saturday just to sort of balance it out a little bit. If I can make it 3 a week, then I will, if I can try and stick to that. I've also been told by YouTube as well I can do like a members area. So you guys can sort of pay a little amount each month, and you can get early access to videos, special videos that are for members only, a community page that is just between you and me and the members. So I can set that up. If anybody would be interested in that, I'm not really sure what I could put on there that's not on my normal channel. We could do a members only series on there, but you would get early access to these videos before they go out public. So yeah, if anybody's got any interest in me doing that, like I said, it won't be much at all. Literally, I think I was looking at, if I was going to do it, again, it's in pounds, so you will have to convert it over to your money if you're watching somewhere else. But I was thinking like £1.99. I mean, you can't even get a pint of beer for something like that, loaf of bread, or, you know. So I didn't, like I said, I don't want to, I'm not doing this to try and become the next big YouTuber and rich off it or anything like that. I'm just having fun. So yeah, if you think a members area is going to be quite good, if you are still here at this point, let me know. What could we do? Anything you could suggest that, you know, is worthy of a members area? Is early access to these videos enough, or is it better just to sort of save yourself the $1.99 and wait to basically fucking go out public? I don't know, you know, I'm more than happy to get your suggestions. I might not even bother. I might just not even bother doing a members area until maybe my channel picks up and it's worthy of a monthly subscription. But anyway, I'd love your feedback. Let me know in the comments below. That's all the weed killing done. We've done pretty much everything we can for this episode, so I'm going to take this back to the farm. We're going to wrap it up, so I will say goodbye to you now. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the kind messages and about the family emergency as well. That's still ongoing, by the way. A week late, it's still ongoing. So yeah, thank you for all the nice, lovely messages. For everybody who like and subscribe in the comments, it really does mean a lot to me. And just the suggestions and nice messages. It's just, that's all I've ever wanted from this channel. So Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode.